Hey YouTube, today we're going to be making my grandmother's Depression-style bean dip. And basically how this recipe came to be is my grandmother loved to feed her kids bean dip. They devoured cans, but they were really, really expensive. And so what she did is she created this recipe with pork and beans and the various other spices. And we're going to go ahead and put that together today. It's delicious. You will love this bean dip. It is very, very tasty. It's very good for you, low in fat. And it will be able to feed your kids really, really inexpensively, or even your family really inexpensively. It will allow you to give your family a tasty treat so that you can feed them with nutritious, delicious food. Alright, so what we're going to be having today is you're going to take 1 can of Van Camp's pork and beans. You can use other pork and beans. I found that the Van Camps have had the best flavor for this recipe. So we're going to take 1 can of those. We're also going to take 1/8 teaspoon of onion powder and 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder. You can substitute garlic salt if you like, but it's going to make it a little bit more salty, so that's your choice. We are also going to take a little dash of black pepper, and we're going to take 1 teaspoon of chili powder. This is what helps it out, gives it the richness. So 1 teaspoon of chili powder and a couple drops of Tabasco. I like to put about 5 drops of Tabasco, but you know, you can go ahead and put it to taste. 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops. Gives it a little bit of an acidic flavor. Gives it a little bit more kick and pep to it. So we also have some variations to this recipe. If you want to make it a little bit more tasty, a little bit more flavorful, it does add a little bit of fat to it. But what you can do is you can take 2 ounces of bacon and you can fry that up in a pan, chop it up into small pieces, and add it to the already mixed bean dip. And you can also, if you like, saute some onions with that bacon and add those to the bean dip, and it'll give it a nice extra meaty flavor. It'll give it a nice rich aroma, and it will also allow you to have a little bit more texture to the bean dip. So with this bean dip, you can eat chips with it. You can put it in tortillas, flour, or corn. And what a lot of people love to do is they love to have it with the Frito corn chips. So that adds a little bit of the sweet flavor, because this is going to be a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy. Alright, so let's go ahead and get it started, and we'll show you what to do. Alright, so first thing first, what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and take our pork and beans. We're going to take our can opener. You need this. If you have run out of can openers, your can openers are broke, you can always take a big knife and cut it open, but we're not going to do that today because we don't want to break any of our knives. So just open it up, throw your can of beans into your blender. Now, if you don't have a blender, you can always use a potato masher or a fork. Now, that's going to take you a little bit longer. It's going to be a little bit harder work, but maybe you'll appreciate it a little bit better. So all you do is you pour your beans right there in the blender. All right? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your measuring spoon and you're going to get your different ingredients. So first, we're going to do our chili powder. So like I said, we're going to do 1 teaspoon of chili powder. All right. Then we're going to do 1/8 teaspoon of onion powder and 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now this is going to give it a little bit of a rich flavor. So you can always adjust the recipe if you like, but it tastes amazing, and all your friends will be super jealous and want your recipe. This is great for, you know, watching football games, having snacks or buffets. It's awesome. So we got the 1/8 garlic powder, 1/8 teaspoon onion powder, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a little sprinkle of black pepper, just a little bit, and then we're going to put a couple drops of Tabasco. You can use other various hot sauces, but I found that the acidity of the Tabasco goes really well with this recipe. So just put in a couple drops. We're going to start with maybe 3 or 4 drops, you know, depending on how spicy you want it to be. So what you'll do is just go ahead and put your lid on it. You'll pulse it for a second or two until it's got some texture, but it's mostly smooth. And then you can either eat it cold or you can warm it up. From here, we'll just put on our lid. And then it's done. Quick and easy, just like that. If you want to have it warm, you can go ahead and do that. You can eat it cold, whatever. If you do warm it up, you can put it in the microwave for about 30-45 seconds, and it'll help get those flavors mixed into the bean dip. Or you can put it in a pan and you can just simmer it for a couple minutes to allow those flavors to go in. Now you can eat it just like this, it's delicious, but if you warm it up, it's going to add some flavor to it. So go ahead and try it, and it's delicious. Oh yeah, have a great day.